Welcome. Let me listen. Coming at you. Welcome back to Story Time. Story Time. And that's as good as it's gonna get, okay? Welcome to Story Time. I'm your host, Bonnie. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. How your mama doing? Good. Tell her I said hi. And this is our other host, Auntie Shelly on the beat. But listen now. I do it for me. I do it for me. I don't listen. I do it for me, okay? It's the bumps.
Just for her.
It is. It's like just for me. It's for me.
Ain't that a perm kit or something?
It's a relaxer.
Okay.
But you know.
Relax.
Relax. Yeah. Welcome, sister. Oh,
Linda.
Auntie Linda. Good to see you. Listen, it is Monday. No, it's not.
It's Tuesday.
You right? All day.
It's almost about to be Monday.
Yeah, you right. All day. Listen. These days go quick, y'all.
They really do.
They do. Hey, righteous is the way.
Hey,
Shalom. Hey,
Shalom,
Auntie Sheila. Good to see my family on the line and those that are not on the live chat. Good to see you. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get into the scripture, which is Psalms 121. And it reads, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills from whence comes my help. My help comes from Yahuwah, who made heaven and earth. He will not suffer your foot to be moved. He that guards you will not slumber. I hope you like that. Behold, he that guards Israel shall not slumber nor sleep. Yahuwah is your guard. Yahuwah is your shade upon your right hand. How you doing? The sun shall not smite you by day, nor the moon by night. Yahuwah shall guard you from all evil. He shall guard your soul. Yahuwah shall guard your going out and your coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. That is Psalms 121.
Yes,
listen,
all day long.
If you didn't get anything from that scripture, you better know what he's going to do. He going to guard you. Guard you. He say going to guard you coming in, going out, coming in. I'll be like, listen, guard your people.
Yes, please.
Yes. Oop.
We need it.
Okay, Brother Morgan.
Whoa.
Don't be coming at all
right.
Don't come for us. All right, listen, we did not send for your time check, okay? We be having some interesting internet issues over here, okay?
Shalom, Sister Deborah, Sister LaShawn.
Yes, good to see y'all. All right, so listen, y'all. We finished the book of the 12 teaching, the teaching of the 12. Mm-hmm. And we are hitting y'all with, Auntie Linda, don't you say nothing. Mm-hmm. The Book of Nicodemus.
In here.
It's in here. It's in there. The Book of Nicodemus. Listen, I ain't never.
This thing is deep.
It's so deep that the first part of it is going to have me stuttering, okay? Stuttering, okay? Because I don't even know these names. I've been listening to them. And listening and still can't pronounce it. So you guys gonna have to bear with it. It's gonna be whatever I pronounce today, okay? Tonight. All right. So I wanted to read a little bit of,
but let's give a little intro, seriously, so they could put this in its time and place.
Okay, yes. And we're gonna
this is the Gospel of Nicodemus. Yes. And for those of you, if you don't know who Nicodemus is, he's the one who came to Yeshua by night,
by secret,
asking him these questions, and Yeshua was telling him, you have to be born again. And he was like, what, do I have to go a second time into my mother's womb? And he's trying, Nicodemus, I'm talking about spiritual things.
Spiritual things.
So Nicodemus has gotten the message, so to speak. Mm-hmm. So he has written this book about, so right now we're going to go into when they took him to Pilate.
Yes.
And remember how Pilate was saying, I find no fault in him.
In Yahusha.
Yes, in Yahusha. Now we're going to find out why he found no fault. Because, I mean, the 66 give us a little bit, but this goes into more detail because he was there longer than that 3 minutes in the 66.
Like, literally, it was a 60-second commercial when he's like, listen, I washed my hands. We got the whole picture of him washing his hand, and he probably went like this 3 times, you know, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, whatever, and said, I find no fault. Mm-hmm. That was it. Then it went to the crucifixion.
Straight to the crucifixion.
Brother died. Mm-hmm. Not brother, but you get what I'm saying.
You get it.
So
we're about to go into that whole trial, all those questions, all that back and forth, all the pettiness. We about to bring the petty.
Y'all know I love petty.
All the pettiness, and it's going to go into the resurrection and beyond. That's all I'm going to say right now. But it's like,
I heard a little Toy Story in there. Into the resurrection and beyond. Sorry, y'all. My mind be
beyond down here on earth.
Right. All right, y'all ready to get into it? Thumbs up.
Sister Gwen said I'm reading this now. Okay.
I know, that's why I said.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to don't get nothing away.
No spoiler alerts.
No spoiler alerts. Nothing.
I'm gonna block you.
Are we coming to get the book? And we will break in your house and take it. Just saying.
And a little bit. All right. So the Gospel of Nicodemus. All right. Shannon, right off the gate.
That's good.
Yeah.
Shannon Yahoo.
Shannon, I like that. Shannon Yahoo. And you know what? Nashawn, if you have the book, go ahead and write these names down so the people can know what I'm talking about. Or Gwen, if you got it with you, somebody write these names down so the people know what I'm talking about. All right, because listen, if I spell it, you ain't gonna get it, okay? All right. Shannon Yahoo and Kayafa and Sumas and Dayton and Gamaliel, Yahuda, Levi, Naphtali, Alexander, Kurush, and other Yahudim went to Pilate. Give me a high five.
You did do good.
I did good. Went to Pilate about Yahusha, accusing him with many bad crimes, and said, "We are assured that Yahusha is the son of Joseph the carpenter, and born of Miriam, and that he declares himself to be the son of Elohim, and a king. And not only so, but attempts the dissolution of the Sabbath, and the Torah of our fathers."
Let me
pause.
Okay. First, they went to Pilate accusing him of a crime, right? Saying, we know this is Joseph and Miriam's son.
Yes.
Right? Okay. He's claiming he's a king. So now, if you're from the tribe of Yisrael, you already know that Joseph and Mary both have claims to the throne because you're supposed to know the background. So if you look in the book of Matthew, it traces Yeshua's lineage from Abraham, I wrote it down, through Solomon. So it traces his lineage from like Abraham, so it comes through Solomon, who was David's son, and it gets you to Mary's dad.
Wow.
It gets you to Miriam's dad. So that's the line. He's in the line of David through Solomon. He already has claims to the throne. She has a claim to the throne. She is royalty. Right. So when you come at them and say, I know this is Joseph and Miriam's son, he's claiming to be a king, he has every right to be. Then if you go to the book of Luke, it traces Joseph's lineage all the way from, it goes backwards. It traces his lineage from Yeshua all the way to Adam.
Wow.
So the claim, so you yourself had just told Pilate, he's a king. And because you don't even know your own background, or some of these people I don't even think are legit. Right. I think that's what they were trying to say. Like,
right? Descendants of.
So when they go like Yehuda, Levi, these are tribes. These are legitimate tribes.
Yeah, those are Levi, Naphtali, and Yehuda, but they're descendants of them. Y'all get that?
Yes, right? Because there are some people who are sitting on the Sanhedrin Council that are not supposed to be there. They're not even Hebrew. That's why there's some of these weird names.
Listen,
and those are not Hebrew names. So you yourself have just said that he claiming to be a king and he ain't. We know he Joseph and Mary's, but you just said he is the king just by saying he's Joseph and Miriam's son.
Right.
Yes.
Because of the lineage.
Because of the lineage.
I love it. Pilate replied, "What is it which he declares? And what is it which he attempts to dissolve him?" The Yehudim told him, We have a Torah which forbids doing cures on the Sabbath, but he cures both the lame and the deaf, those afflicted with palsy, the blind and the leper, and those possessed with devils, on that day by wicked methods. And Pilate replied, how can he do this by wicked methods? Because he was really interested. We learned, my daughter learned the word curious today. So Pilate was a little curious.
Yeah.
He said, how can he do this by wicked methods? They answered, he is a conjurer and cast out devils by the prince of devils. And so all things become subject to him.
Yeah. See, these are the kind of lawyers you don't want in a courtroom.
No.
I mean, you don't lead off with,
right, listen.
He cures on this. If you're trying to accuse somebody, you don't lead off with something good.
Positive.
He alleviates their symptoms like drugs.
Right, and it come back.
He cures.
He done away with. He do away with the sickness.
The lame. You couldn't walk, now you can walk. You were sick, you
couldn't
hear,
you
can
okay.
see that.
Eyes
you
was
don't
crossed,
lead off
now
with
you
that.
can see. Okay.
You don't lead off that.
No.
And then say he does it by wicked methods. So you do good by doing wicked? Probably say that don't make no darn sense.
How that match?
Probably got,
Right, Listen, then Pilate said, casting out devils seems not to be the work of an unclean ruach, of an unclean spirit.
See, even Pilate got some sense.
Right, common, okay? But to proceed from the power of Elohim. The Yehudim replied to Pilate, we entreat your highness to summon him to appear before your tribunal, and hear him yourself. Then Pilate called a messenger and said to him, by what means will this Mashiach be brought here? Then the messenger went forth, and knowing Mashiach worshipped him, and having spread the cloak which he had in his hand upon the ground, and he said, Adonai, walk upon this and go in, for the governor calls you.
Look how the messenger approaches Mashiach, like he's summoning a king to come to Pilate.
Yes.
That's what he's doing.
Yes.
He's like, oh, okay, I'll go get him.
Listen, he ain't gonna walk on this nasty floor.
Yeah, let me lay this.
Let me lay this down for you.
Because you a king, Pilate wanted to see you. Would you come? Yes.
Whatever
worshiping him. Right.
Whatever you like. A little coming to the America, okay?
Yes.
When the Yahudim perceived what the messenger had done, they exclaimed against him to Pilate and said, why did you not give him his summons by a minor officer who keeps order and not by a messenger? I'm telling you, petty.
That's petty. So basically they're saying, we don't even want you to send a high officer to get him, but you send a messenger. Just send the lowest of your police officers to go get him. That's what we think about him.
Send an intern, okay?
Yes.
Send somebody that ain't getting paid to go get him.
Yeah.
Don't get him.
You don't need a messenger. Send a police officer, but the lowest one.
Right. Exactly. For the messenger, when he saw him, worshipped him and spread the cloak which he had in his hand upon the ground before him and said to him, Adonai, first off, you're very nosy, okay?
You got spies.
How
did you even know that happened?
Get out your business, okay? You're nosy. Adonai, the governor calls you.
But you know what? This explains why when they were in the garden and he went to go get him and Peter cut his ear off and Mashiach was like, what are you doing?
Right.
He ain't coming. Because, they had us thinking everybody came to the garden all like, you coming with us, ready to.
And he's like, listen, he ain't even
did nothing.
Peter. Listen, y'all know about the ear. Y'all know about the ear. Then Pilate called the messenger and said, why have you done this? The messenger replied, when you sent me from Jerusalem to Alexander, I saw Yahusha sitting in a humble figure upon a she-ass, talking about a donkey, y'all, female. And the children of Hebrew cried out, Hosanna, holding box of trees in their hands. Others spread their garments in the way and said, save us, which means Hosanna, right? You who are in heaven, blessed is he who comes in the name of Yahuwah. So
I heard your own people say this.
Yes. Then Yehudim cried out against the messenger and said, the children of the Hebrews made their acclamations in the Hebrew language. And how could you, who are, what is this?
A Greek.
A Greek, okay. How could you, who are Greek, understand the Hebrews? The messenger answered them and said, I asked one of the Yahudim and said, what is this which the children do cry out in the Hebrew language? And he explained it to me, saying, they cry out, Hosanna, which being interpreted, O Adonai, save me, or Adonai, save. Pilate then said to them, why do you yourselves testify the words spoken by the children, namely by your silence?
Yes. So basically he's saying, you're saying they're right because you didn't tell me this part. He said, you leaving out information. Yeah. You leaving out info here.
Yeah. You silent.
So just the fact that you didn't tell me this part when you made the accusation means you already know.
You already know who they are.
You already know who this man is. Come on. See, Pilate ain't stupid.
And keep in mind, y'all, we telling y'all what happened before, why he said, I find no fault.
Yes.
Okay, your Bible don't have this account in there. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All of this is going down. All right. And what has the messenger done amiss? And they were silent.
They had nothing to say.
They were looking around,
convicted.
Looking all kinds of stupid.
Nothing to say.
Then the governor said to the messenger, okay. Oh, it was just thick pages. My bad. Go forth and endeavor by any means to bring him in. But the messenger went forth and did as before and said, Adonai, come in, for the governor is calling you.
That messenger ain't playing.
Right. Listen, he like, look, I have an understanding of who the real Mashiach is. I'm not going to conform to what y'all thinking.
I'm not going to go in there grabbing nobody.
Snatching him up.
I'm not the one.
And lose my life.
Right.
No, ma'am. At this point, my life is in his hands.
Yeah.
I'm
not the one. You're not fooling me. Listen, I'm not doing it.
He said, I'm not the 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, he ain't in it. All right. But the messenger went forth and did as before and said, Adonai, come in, for the governor is calling you. And Yahushua was going in by those who carried the banners. The tops of them bowed down and worshiped Yahushua. Whereupon the Yahudim exclaimed vehemently, very angry, y'all, against the ensigns. But Pilate said to the Yahudim, I know it is not pleasing to you that the tops of the banners did of themselves bow and worship Yahushua. But why do you exclaim against the ensigns as if they had bowed and worshipped?
Can you imagine that the banners and the ensigns are all actually the officers of the lowest rank? So eventually he sent the ensigns. But so they're carrying the banner to let you know we belong to Pilate. We're Roman.
Wow.
And so it's like, you guys know what a banner is, like a flag. So when Yeshua passed by, the flag bows down.
Wow.
And so now they're mad at the officers, like, why is the flag bowing down? And Pilate's like, look, how you gonna blame them for the flag bowing down? They're not bowing down.
Everything.
It's the flag. Now come on, y'all.
Can y'all imagine that the flag is bowing down?
The flag. Wow. Saying I ain't blowing.
No wind is blowing.
And the wind saying I ain't blowing you. Bow down.
Everything on earth gonna bow down eventually.
The king is coming through. Bow down.
Bow down. Ooh, okay. How you like? Never mind.
You on
23?
20, yeah.
They replied to Pilate, we saw the ensigns themselves bowing and worship Yahushua. I'm telling you, these people are petty.
And liars.
Right. Then the governor called the ensigns and said to them, why did you do this? The ensigns said to Pilate, we are all pagans and worship the Elohim in temples. How should we think anything about worshiping him?
They're like, we don't even know him. We go to temples.
Right.
We worship Diana, and
we didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah. We didn't do nothing. We didn't bow down. We worship. We go into temples and worship Diana and all them, Artemis and Jupiter and
all the pagan gods.
Yeah.
We only held the banners in our hands, and they bowed themselves and worshipped him.
Mm-hmm. I said, we had nothing to do with that.
Wow.
We don't cause the wind to blow. The banners did it all by themselves.
That is crazy, y'all. Then Pilate said to the rulers of the synagogue, you yourselves choose some strong men and let them hold the banners, and we shall see whether they will then band of themselves. Mm-hmm. So the elders of the Yahudians sought out 12 of the most strong and able old men and made them hold the banners, and they stood in the presence of the governor. Then Pilate said to the messenger, take Yahusha out, and by some means bring him in again. And Yahusha and the messenger went out of the hall. And Pilate called the ensigns who before had borne the banners and sworn to them that if they had not borne them in that manner, when Yahusha before entered in, he would cut off their heads.
So they endangering other people's life, but he told the ensigns, if you did what they said you did and you bow down, I'm cutting your head off. And this is going to be your test. But he told the Yehudim, go get your own people to hold the banners. Since you said it was my people, go get your own people to hold the banners. I'm going to have my people here.
Right.
And if they're guilty, I'll cut their heads off.
Wow.
I'm going to have him walk through here again. And we're going to see what happens. Pilate is wise.
Very. Very. He doesn't want no part in this. He doesn't want no smoke. Like he really don't. He don't want to. He's like, listen, I don't want none. All right. Then the governor commanded Yahusha to come in again, and the messenger did as he had done before, and very much entreated Yahusha that he would go upon his cloak and walk on it, and he did walk upon it and went in. And when Yahusha went in, the banners bowed themselves as before and worshipped them.
Now what?
And worshipped him. Hey, love.
The banners.
The banners did it. If I saw that, there's no way I'm crucifying this man.
Oh, no, I'm not. You see, the messenger didn't even, from Jump Street, he did the same thing each time, all 3 times. I'm laying on my cloak. He walking on it. I'm going to say, could you please come? Pilate is calling you. Yes. The messenger said, y'all not getting, I'm not the one. Y'all not doing this to me.
Nope.
No.
That is crazy. There's no way. This even giving you more context. Like, now I really see.
Now you see why Pilate was like, look.
No, I ain't about to do this.
Y'all
not about to get me into this. I ain't in it. Chapter 2. Now when Pilate saw this, he was afraid. I bet he was.
Yeah.
Listen, I got bubble guts right now.
Yeah. I was scared for him.
I'm nervous for him.
Pilate. They put him through it.
Listen, did he quit after? I would have quit. Like, listen, I don't want to be your governor no more.
Yeah, I would have went home. So
I'm out. When Pilate saw this, he was afraid and was about to raise from his seat. But while he thought to raise, his own woman who stood at a distance sent to him, saying, have nothing to do with that just man, for I have suffered much concerning him in a vision this night. His own wife said, listen, don't
let
get into
go.
This. Let him go. This man ain't did nothing. Don't you have nothing to do with this man who ain't did nothing.
Yeah. You know, that dream must have been strong.
Something.
She said, I had a vision this night.
He was about to do this. She said, don't you have nothing to do with this man.
Don't even stand up. Don't do nothing.
She said, And when the Yahudim heard this, they said to Pilate, did we not say to you, he is a conjurer? Listen, can the brother can he get 5 minutes to talk? Can he say something back to his wife before you get into your pettiness?
Did we tell you?
We told you he was a conjurer.
Yeah.
Like, first off, this is not even your business. I'm talking to my wife.
Yeah. Right.
Aren't you supposed to be on that side?
Why are you listening? She sent the message to me.
To me. Don't you hate when people get in your conversation?
All up in it.
Sir, can you say excuse me? At least say excuse me if you're going to have 2 cents. Pilate then called, let me see, where am I?
Did we not say to you he's a conjurer?
Did we not? This is what the Yahudim heard. When the Yahudim heard this, they said to Pilate, did we not say to you he is a conjurer? Behold, he has caused your woman to dream.
It's his fault your woman had a dream.
Because he didn't conjured up something.
We told you he was a conjurer. In other words, he a warlock. He told you?
Which? Yes, absolutely.
He got your wife. Now they coming to him from his wife, because you don't mess with my wife.
Listen,
that's my woman.
That's my woman. Listen, she ain't got nothing to do.
See what he did to her?
Pilate then answered Yahusha and said, "You have heard what they testified against you, and you make no answer?" Yahusha replied, "If they had not a power of speaking, they could not have spoken. But because everyone has the command of his own tongue to speak both good and evil, let him look to it."
He said, they saying this because they want to. They can say good, they can say evil, they can say whatever they want. They have power over their own tongue.
And what's in them is coming out.
Yes.
And they're evil men.
Yes. Yeah. Y'all see Yahusha don't play either.
And listen,
he time to be.
And listen, he just meek. Listen, meek shall inherit the earth.
He just all cool, sitting back like, look, they just saying they got power over their own tongue. I ain't got time for all that.
This ain't new. I already know what's in them.
I've been listening to this since I was born.
Right.
Since before. I got time for them.
Listen, ask me something that matters, because this don't.
What else you want to know?
Right. But the elders of the Yahudim answered and said to Yahusha, "What shall we look to?"
Yeah, they answered him.
Smart. You got a smart
mouth. Oh, you gonna get smart with me.
You know what? If he was like, "Oh, you want to talk smart." You got a smart comment.
And because they're probably already mad, because he's already making them look bad. And Pilate is asking them questions. Some of them they can't even answer.
Yes.
And they was like, what shall we look to? Like, just picture them guys up there, they like, what should we look to? Like, let's not go outside.
Yeah, they got that kind of. They're there. They're there.
They're there right now.
How you doing, Brother Bird? Good to see you. All right. In the first place, shut the book. Whose tone is this? Wait, let me read from 6. But the elders of the Yehudim answered and said to Yahusha, "What shall we look to?" In the first place,
right.
We know this concerning you, that you were born through fornication.
Oh, okay.
In the first place.
Yes, petty.
And this is
first of all, who you think you talking to, bastard?
First off, he trying to read him his right.
Yeah. But wait a minute. In just a few minutes ago, you said we know he Joseph and Mary's son. Now he ain't.
Now he a bastard.
You was born through fornication, boy. Shut up.
Where we get this? And y'all know this ain't true, because we read y'all the birth of Mary, which went into that.
Yes.
All right. Listen. Okay. Wow. That's interesting.
What they say second? So they said first.
Right.
You was born through fornication.
Listen, y'all know these people look like us. They hit us with a first, and then they had the nerve to put a comma.
Number 2.
Secondly, that's what he hit.
Yeah.
Secondly, that upon the account of your birth, the infants were slain in Bethlehem. Third.
3.
Listen, they coming for him. Okay, they coming for him in the worst way. Thirdly, that your father and your mother, Miriam, fled into Egypt because they could not trust their own people. Ooh.
Okay, so first of all, how you blaming him for Herod killing all the kids in Bethlehem? That's on you. They try to put it all on him. It's because of you. Okay, so if it's because of him, we know Herod was trying to find a king. So again, you're saying he's a king.
You're still implying that he's a king. Oh, this is good. I appreciate their attitude, though.
They tried it.
They did try it. I love a good pettiness. I love it. All right. Some of the Yahudim who stood by spoke more favorably. We cannot say some of them was like, we cannot say that he was born through fornication, but we know that his mother Miriam was betrothed to Joseph, so he was not born through fornication. So they was like, listen, I ain't with that part. I'm only here so I don't get fined.
Yeah.
However, I ain't gonna sit here and let y'all say that he was born out of fornication.
Yeah, because we can't prove that.
We can't.
Because
it says scriptures told us that his mama and his daddy was married.
So right now we see the Sanhedrin is split in two.
Yep, now it's split.
But in the 66, it makes you think all of them together. So they split.
They split. You got the group that believed that he was born out of fornication, and the one that spoke up was like, listen.
Nah, that's not true.
You ain't
That's
gonna
not
get me
true,
with
Pilate.
it. You ain't gonna get me with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then Pilate said to the Yahudim who affirmed him to be born through fornication, your account is not true, seeing there was a betrothment, as they testify who are of your own people, of your own nation.
So he said, y'all lying. Why
lying.
y'all lying to me? Your own nation says he was not born through fornication. They saying it right in front of you, so they ain't lying.
So Pilate put the light on them, like, listen, they even telling you, and they from your nation, they have your tongue.
Yeah, this your people.
Your people.
I'm Roman. I'm a pagan. I worship Diana. Look,
this ain't got nothing to do with me.
Look,
nothing to do with me.
This your people.
And then Chenan, Yahu, and Caiaphas spoke to Pilate. All this multitude of people is to be regarded, who cry out that he was born through fornication and is a conjurer. But they who deny him to be born through fornication are his proselytes, and Talmudim disciples. So there are people that have been engrafted in or adopted.
No, so what they're saying is that they're split into. They're saying all the rest of the people, like it's a bunch of people like outside and everything. He said all these people came to tell you he was born through fornication. These few little people over here, they're just saying that because they follow him. They're his proselytes or his Talmudim, I think is another name for disciples. They're his disciples. So that's why they on his side. But the majority of us say, he was going through he a bastard.
So basically he's trying to convince him
the
majority wins.
Yeah.
All of us,
yes.
The majority wins. Don't believe these little group of here.
Because we got a whole bunch of people outside and out there that say he wasn't.
All right, I'm with it. Pilate answered Chenan, Yahu, and Caiaphas, who are the proselytes? They answered, they are those who are the children of pagans and have not become Yahudim, but followers of him.
Yeah, see, they're saying they don't even know what they're talking about.
Yeah, they don't even know.
They don't know. They don't even know our history, which obviously you don't know because
you don't know.
You saying he a king by saying he ain't one.
Right. Those are who children of pagans and have not become Yahudim, but followers of him. Then replied El-Azar and Asterius and Antinous and Yaakov and Kairos and Shemiel and Isaac and come on with the Pisynechach. There you go. And Crippus and Agrippa and Chenan Yahu. Thank you. A name I can say. And Yahuda. We are not proselytes, but the children of Yahudim, and speak the truth, and were present when Miriam was betrothed. Then Pilate, addressing himself to the 12 men who spoke this, said to them, I implore you by the life of
Caesar.
Okay, Caesar, that you faithfully declare whether he was born through fornication and those things be true, which you have related.
Yeah, so Pilate said, look, I need y'all to tell me the truth. This is
racking his brain.
They having a whole argument right in front of Pilate. He was born through fornication. No, he wasn't. Yes, he was. No, he wasn't. You're like, Pilate's like, look, I just need to know. Was he engaged to the woman or not? Or betrothed? Because in Hebrew, it's the same as married.
Yes.
Was he or was he not? That's all I'm asking.
That's all I want to know.
Because y'all just getting them nerves.
Listen, this is if you irking my last nerve was a person, it's in right here. They answered Pilate, we have a Torah whereby we are forbidden to swear, it being a sin. Let them swear by the life of Caesar that it is not as we have said, and we will be contented to put to death.
So the ones that were on Yeshua's side said, we're not swearing.
Right.
Because we can't. It's against our law. We can't swear. So make them swear by Caesar. And if they swear by Caesar, we'll back up and you can put them to death.
Wow. Isn't that just... we're not even supposed to swear.
Exactly.
And when we're in a court, what do? We solemnly what?
Swear. In the name of God.
Who's God? Government of who?
In my Eric Gillette voice.
Right. God. And shake your face a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Then said Chenan, Yahu, and Caiaphas to Pilate, Those 12 men will not believe that we know him to be basely born and to be put. And to, I'm sorry, let me read that again, y'all. Then said Chenin Yahu and Caiaphas to Pilate, those 12 men will not believe that we know him to be basely born and to be a conjurer, although he pretends that he is the son of Elohim and a king, which we are so far from believing that we tremble to hear.
Look at the drama. Look, I'm picturing all this in my mind, and they are so bent on getting their point that, first of all, now he's basely born. Like, that just added another.
How do you basely born?
Like, he was like, he's fornication, and maybe he grabbed Mary. They're saying it was violent, and and it's just he was born just out of nothing good. And then it says that we tremble to hear it, like that he's the son of Elohim and a king. We like, we can't take all this bad stuff in our ear.
But those that's not in truth right now, they do the same.
Mm-hmm.
They tremble when you hear that ain't his name.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I get it though. We were there. Mm-hmm. All right. Then Pilate commanded everyone to go out and accept the 12 men who said he was not born through fornication, and for Yahusha to withdraw to a distance, and said to them, why have the Yahudim a mind to kill Yahusha? They answered him, they are angry because he wrought cures on the Sabbath. Pilate said, will they kill him for a good work? Like, he was like, I don't understand y'all government, how y'all rolling out there.
Yeah.
So y'all mad because the people ain't sick no more?
Yeah.
Make this make sense.
Yeah, I'm going to kill him because he cured people?
So that demands death? That equals death?
And he said, y'all going to kill him? They want to kill him for that?
Huh.
What's the answer?
He said, they said to him,
yeah, that's why they want to kill him.
Yeah. He was like, it's simple. The answer is yes. I don't have no long drawn out.
Yeah. The answer is they want to kill him because he did good on the Sabbath.
That's right. Then Pilate, filled with anger, because listen, that will fill me with anger too, went out of the hall and said to the Yahudim, I call the whole world to witness that I find no fault in that man. The Yahudim replied to Pilate, if he had not been a wicked person, we would not have brought him before you. Pilate said to them, then you take him and try him by your Torah.
Yeah. Pilate is really like trying to get this man up out of here.
Yeah, he don't want nothing. First off, he know himself that he ain't guilty. His wife told him don't have nothing to do with him. I dreamed of it. He don't want nothing to do with it.
He said, it's your Torah. You take him.
Y'all do that. Why you bring it over here?
Yep. You claim he against your Torah. I don't know your Torah.
Exactly.
So I'm going to need you to go judge him by your Torah.
That's right. Then the Yahudim said, it is not lawful for us to put anyone to death. Why would we do that? We can't.
And Pilate's whole thing is, why are you trying to kill him anyway?
He's like, they hit him with a soft, like, it is not lawful for us to put anyone to death. Pilate said to the Yahudim, the command, therefore you shall not kill, belongs to you, but not to me.
Because we Romans, we kill people.
Right. That belongs to y'all. That's y'all stuff.
That's y'all thou shall not kill thing.
That ain't us.
So, we ain't the ones.
Listen. And he went again into the hall and called Yahusha by himself and said to him, are you the king of Yahudim? And Yahusha answered, said to Pilate, do you speak this of yourself? And did the Yahudim tell it to you concerning me? Pilate answered to Yahusha, am I a Yahuda? Am I a Jew? Mm-hmm. The whole nation and rulers of the Yahudim have delivered you up to me. What have you done?
Yeah, so Pilate is now asking him, like, are you who they say you are? Like, are you king of the Yahudim? And Mashiach is saying, are you asking me that? Or you personally? Or you're asking me because they said it. Mm-hmm. And you're asking me if what they say is true.
Right.
So I want to know if you want to know if I'm a king or what they say is true, because both of them have a different answer.
Absolutely.
There's a different answer.
He know that he is under Roman rulership.
Yeah.
So Yahusha is very, very smart.
Very.
Years ago, I would not swear in court, and they gave me the option to affirm instead.
Oh. Go ahead now.
Go ahead, Minister Bird. Come on now. Okay, let me see. Wow. Okay, so what have you done? Okay, Yahusha answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, and I should not have been delivered to the Yahudim, but now my kingdom is not from here.
Yeah, he said, so if my kingdom was of this world, I wouldn't even be here right now. Them little Yahudim out there, please. They'd have been taken care of. So my kingdom must not be in this world.
Right. And that's smart too. Because then listen, he's not going against their laws.
Right.
The Romans laws. So because if he would have said, yeah, I am, that would have went against, because Caesar ruled that land. Caesar, okay? Yes. Y'all get what I'm saying.
And then that meant you got some troops somewhere that's coming.
Exactly. And then, like he said, that thou shalt not murder is that's for we kill people over here.
Yeah.
So if Yahushua would have said, yeah, I'm that, he would have been killed.
Yeah. Because if you're the king, it's some soldiers coming. It's about to be a fight.
Right. Because Caesar is king here.
Yes. Yes.
You see how he did that? Listen, very intellectual. Come on, Yahushua. I should not have been delivered to Yahudim, but now my kingdom is not from here. Pilate said, are you a king then? Yahusha answered, you say that I am a king. To this end was I born, and for this end I came into the world. And for this purpose I came, that I should bear witness to the truth.
Capital T.
Capital T. Okay? And everyone who is of the truth hears my voice. Pilate said to him, what is truth? Now listen, when Pilate is asking, the T is capital. So clearly we have some different understanding about truth. You see what he's talking about? Yahushua is speaking of spiritual things.
Yes.
Pilate is thinking natural.
Yes, because Pilate don't know.
He don't know.
So Pilate is saying, what is truth? Lowercase t.
Lowercase
t. He don't know what are you
talking about? Yes. What do you speak of?
Truth. Truth.
We talking about, I'm asking you if you king right now. What are you talking about? Is it true that you king or what? So he's speaking of natural. He's trying to get the Mashiach to shift his man naturally. And then the Mashiach is trying to teach him spiritual things.
Yes. Yes. So Nishan goes, that's like, I'm not going to cuss, but I asked my friend or relative that cusses to cuss for me. They want Mashiach dead, but want somebody else to kill him. Exactly.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
Because according to the Torah, but they going against the Torah this whole time.
They're lying. It said, thou shalt not lie.
All this they doing, bringing somebody innocent, even like
guilty. Listen, they going against it right now.
Talking about these people.
So Yahusha said, truth is from heaven. From where?
Capital T.
Truth is from heaven. Pilate said, therefore, truth is not on earth. Yahusha said to Pilate, you're going to have to finish this on Wednesday at 7 p.m. because story time is over right now.
You get even me.
All right, so y'all, we are so excited that you tuned in for the Book of Nicodemus. And listen, we really didn't even get into it. You don't even see. Y'all need to look at these people that's about to come forth.
Yes. Now, and we understand more why Pilate is like, I'm washing my hands of this. I find no fault. And we ain't, like you said, we ain't even done yet.
We ain't even
Pilate
done.
already want this man out of here. He
literally don't want nothing to do with it.
He don't want nothing to do with this.
And we only scratching the surface, y'all. Y'all don't want to miss tomorrow night at 7 p.m. They're going against it for real. Absolutely.
Yep.
Tamar said, this girl. Disclaimer, Pilate didn't know nothing about story time, so he didn't say it. Okay, listen. Throw me over the cliff, y'all.
Sorry,
Mr. Bird. Listen, this was getting so good.
Yeah, the whole thing is just going.
It's literally, listen, if you can get an account into Luke and all that and read up, it's going to even expand the picture. Like nothing against the 66, but what this does is give you more details.
Yes.
So you can still read the 66.
Yes.
But now you're getting why he made that decision and why they were screaming, Barabbas.
Yeah.
We're going to find all of that out. Hopefully
Yes.
tomorrow. I don't know. Y'all might be over a cliff. I don't know. We could be done by tomorrow. We could not. I don't know. Tomato tomorrow.
Yeah, we might just get through one chapter. Who knows?
Who knows? I know that I will look forward. We're going to look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Yes.
Shalom.
Bye. Shalom.
Bye.